pinholes that we did get.
Like this.
Very minimal. Since it's 80 degrees in the tent, we decided to go for a layer of fairing compound. But instead of making our own this time, what are we using?
We are going to try the Total Fair, part A and B. Says it's easy to sand, good moisture resistance. You can use it above or below the water line, which is ideal. So we were mixing our own 2-to-1 resin with micro balloons. It was working. We're definitely going to try this and see if it sands any easier, just to kind of expedite the process a little bit. If it does, then we're going to switch over to use this full time. From everything I've read and seen, you just mix 1-to-1, 1 part of the blue, 1 part of the yellow, mix it till it turns green, and then
Is that oil?
it's a piece of plastic on there.
Oh, okay. We've never opened it before.
Yep. So yeah, you just take 1 part of each, mix it till it turns green, and then just like you would do any other fairing compound, spread it on, let it dry, and then sand it. And we'll do a side-by-side comparison for you guys, just to show if it's easier sanding, harder sanding,
Less pinholes
compared to what our process we're using now. So it's kind of the plan, and yeah, we'll get moving here. Well, it's 80 degrees out here. Right. When you do it, make sure you use separate scoopers or sticks, whatever you're using, just so you don't contaminate the whole jug. Because if I should dip this one into the other color now, I could potentially set off the chemical reaction and just waste the whole container. So definitely use separate mixes for everything. All right, so I'm just going to kind of eyeball 50-50 here. It's a good size. So already I can tell this is like way thicker than what we mix up. So it might be a little bit easier going. And again, the same thing, just going to get a big blob here. I'm going to go right around 50-50 mix. I think that's pretty close.
Yeah, that looks
good. Pretty good there. Okay. Scoop off my mixing stick. And
then you're gonna
just rest the cover on here.
Mix it with a spatula, or
yeah, I'm gonna mix it with the spatula. I got it in my pocket. Yeah.
Cool.
Okay. So we're about 50-50 here. However you cut it, and you literally just mix it. And it should go to a decent green. You probably could use the potty knife for this, but it's fine.
Do you want it?
No, it's alright. I'm just gonna.
And what's the work time on this? Do we know?
I didn't look, honestly. Usually it's dependent on the temperature outside. We'll use the same board every time now, and it's something that Andy from Boatworks does. He uses the same board, and you can go by color. So when he's mixing the next batch, if the color is right around the same, he knows he's got a good consistency of each part A and B here. So. All right, stinks a little bit more than the.
Do one from this way. I see some yellow streaks. There you go. All right, let's try it. Ooh.
Definitely stinks a little bit more than the resin.
Sure does.
Where do you want to start? Up here in the middle?
Wherever you want.
I guess we'll go down here. I know we need more here when it's all low, so I'm just going to start here. Well, it definitely smooths out a heck of a lot easier. Wow.
It looks it.
That's like...
It's no slumpage.
Done.
Did that just convince us to finish the boat with this?
Well, maybe.
It is such a better consistency.
You know, the only issue becomes like it's a lot more expensive than
yeah, I know.
they were using.
You had splinters, so I just picked them out.
That's fine. It was because of the board.
Yeah, I know.
There's a one shot here, and it's pretty much
full.
There.
Well, to be fair, we put 2 coats on.
He's gonna do this whole area.
Oh, going all the way.
Well,
Wow.
this was the main spot that we needed to do. So.
It's such a different consistency than ours.
Yeah, it is. Let's see how.
Oh my God, can I get you like a Bob Ross palette and you can hold that?
I just need a thumb hole in this. I'll be fine.
Yeah. Happy little boats.
Happy little boats. Yeah.
Ah, it looks so nice.
Right.
Yeah.
I think that's pretty damn good. And look at this. The whole wad ain't even slumping. It's like. It's thick. It's definitely.
It's definitely thicker than ours.
Yeah.
All right, well.
We'll have to see what it does for pinholes and stuff.
I'm seeing a little bit of...
Yeah, but I don't think that's going to be major.
Oh, so nice.
Because even just putting it on, I think I can get it smoother than I was doing before. Like, with minimal, if you look at this compared to this.
Yeah, you can see like the slumpage
how
on ours.
wavy this is. And maybe this will help show it up. Ready? Back up. Alright. This will help show up all the waves for the camera. And all these light spots, that's where it actually sagged, it slumped. So, yeah. So, hindsight. The real question is, how does it sand? You know?
I mean, I'm sure it sands perfectly fine.
So this, I didn't get a chance to sand all this good because the sander broke, and I finally got the parts in it. It's fixed now, but I never made it back out here to sand in the last couple of months. And this actually is goes quite a ways, that little bit. I bet you I could probably do the whole side of this boat with that little bit I just mixed. I don't know, we're too crazy here, but.
Initial thoughts? I like it. It makes a huge difference.
It spreads a lot easier than the compound we're using. So far I don't see any signs of sagging, which is really good. I did do a spot where there wasn't a coat on one of the motor wells, and it was actually hard to fill like any like open weave, not open weave, but any like textured areas.
Fiberglass.
So maybe it's still worth doing a skim coat of our mix first, and then applying this to get it
finish coat.
Yeah, to get it faired out. I think it's really going to depend on how it sands from here, so we'll let it dry over the next day. It's 80 in here, so it should be dry tonight. It's, you know.
Yeah.
And then this week at night, I'll get out here and do a little bit of sanding. We'll go do a side by side and see how it goes.
Overall,
TotalBoat, good job.
with all their products.
With all their
Good
products.
job.
Yeah.
And you can use our code Dauntless for 15% off.
15% off at TotalBoat.com.
Limit 1 per customer.
All right, thanks for watching, guys. So what are we doing?
We are sanding.
We are testing the TotalBoat Total Fair as opposed to our homemade mixture. So basically the Total Fair seems a lot more porous, or I
don't know if it's porous.
More,
It's rougher?
yeah, it's a rougher finish, almost like there's more air in there. compared to ours, like the stuff we were mixing up is very smooth on the surface. So I'm hoping it sands a lot easier, and if it does, we're absolutely going to switch over to use the TotalBoat Total Fair for the rest of this boat. Yeah.
It's a completely different texture.
Yeah, completely different texture. Ours is very dense. This is very airy, you know, got an airy feel to it. And I'll just do this whole corner area.
Okay, and what are you using?
I picked up a Duro block. I was recommended this by a body guy, one of my friends, and he said use the Duro blocks. It's pretty stiff all in all. I'll probably get a lot better finish with this. I had 80 grit self-adhesive paper on here, and yeah, I'm just gonna give it a go. Make sure you guys wear all your safety gear, respirators, yada yada yada, and yeah. Can you see all these lines and stuff?
You see all these lines and stuff?
Oh, so they can do that. All right, here it goes.
Wow. What grit are you using?
80. It's taking it off pretty fast.
Yeah, it is.
Which is good. About as low as I want to go here.
Yeah.
So I'm starting to hit the glass. So you can see where I'm starting to just touch the glass here. And I'm coming through the Total Fair here and here. And you can really see what got hit by the sandpaper. So all this other spots is low. And it's not by much, it's just enough to show.
Very dusty.
Alright, let's find a spot where we did. Alright, so that was just a quickie sand on this.
Thoughts?
My overall thoughts from throughout everything, the TotalBoat definitely goes on easier. You don't have to worry about it sagging out like this. These are all drips here that you see all these little lines. That's
all
drips
this.
from the stuff that we did, the stuff we mixed, and we just couldn't get it thick enough to not slump out. As far as sanding, I mean, they both seem to sand pretty evenly. Again, I just sanded this area here, and it knocked it down pretty fast considering. So it's hard to say if sanding's any easier as opposed to making your own, but it definitely going on and smoothing it out initially is probably easier.
Is this where it's low?
Just sand this.
Then just this?
Yep.
Back and forth?
Both.
Or up and down?
A little bit of both.
We'll just see that. Look at.
Yeah.
So should I be sanding that? So, verdict?
I'm out of shape.
No.
Not,
We could take it.
We ate dinner too. So.
We could take a minute.